Greetings and salutations. Thank you for lending an ear to The Voice of the Times this Tuesday, January 12, 2021. For today's editorial, government needs to educate fearful public about COVID vaccine. The twin survey reports of Pulse Asia and Social Weather Stations or SWS on citizens' attitudes to vaccination against COVID-19 and their sense of safety amid the coronavirus pandemic should alarm the government and its designated managers of the public health emergency and the anti-COVID program. Each survey has a sad and disturbing story to tell. First, Pulse Asia reported that in a survey conducted from November to December, nearly a third or almost half of Philippine citizens are not inclined to get a COVID-19 vaccine, principally because of safety concerns. Only a third of 2,400 Filipino adults polled said they are willing to be vaccinated, while 21% couldn't say yet if they want to be inoculated. Of those who don't want to get the vaccine, 84% said they are not sure of its safety. In a separate poll of 1,500 people by Social Weather Stations conducted in late November, the survey results show that 91% of Filipinos were worried about being infected with the coronavirus, which is up from 85% in September. The level of citizen confidence in the COVID-19 vaccines and the public safety fears from the viral outbreak pose a challenge to the government's current efforts to put together a practicable and effective vaccine acquisition and vaccination program. The program underpins the country's economic recovery outlook and its furious efforts today to revitalize the national economic energies and return tens of thousands of people back to work. The Philippines has the region's second worst outbreak in Southeast Asia. The government seeks to inoculate more than half of the country's population, or 110 million this year, with the use of 148 million doses from at least 7 vaccine makers. The survey reports, if left uncorrected by a serious communication campaign, will hamper any vaccine rollout in the country this year. Minds have to be enlightened and prepared for the public health breakthrough that will be sought. The Philippines has had difficulties with the reluctance of parents to have their children vaccinated following the scrapping of a high-profile dengue immunization program in 2017 and its links to some children's deaths. The French-based vaccine manufacturer Sanofi Pasteur has insisted that the vaccine that was used, Dengvaxia, is safe. Attitudes have hardened even more during the current pandemic as fear and paranoia have run rampant, with public officials often leading the way. For these prevalent attitudes and sentiments during the pandemic, blame must be squarely placed on the government's failure to communicate effectively to the public what is what in the pandemic. The rapid advances in vaccine development, medical science's increasing control and understanding of the virus, and the rollout of several effective and safe vaccines against COVID-19. Considering all the fear-mongering and mismanagement that initially characterized the national response to the pandemic, the public cannot be easily weaned from their dread of the virus. They will not trust readily news of a miracle cure, no matter how authentic. This can be corrected and reversed through a determined, sustained, and effective communication and information campaign. Some health experts have noted that there has been too much emphasis on the negatives, deaths, setbacks, infections, and cases during the pandemic in public communication. On the other hand, there has not been enough communication of the real and positive advances in the multi-front struggle against the pandemic. Because of the rapid development of numerous vaccines and many more forthcoming, experts are now unanimous in saying the end of the pandemic is now in sight. Our public communication here at home must similarly correct this imbalance between the negative and the positive during the pandemic. Government communicators and the media should join together in giving our people the facts and the truth. It is sensible to take the COVID vaccine and thereby spare yourself from more anxiety about COVID-19. Our people and our country will surmount this public health crisis. And that's the editorial for Tuesday, January 12, 2021. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print. Subscribe to our digital edition or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And listen to The Voice of the Times.